List of Olympic Games host cities. Abstract. This is a list of host cities of the Olympic Games, both summer and winter, since the modern Olympics began in 1896. Since then, summer and winter games have usually celebrated a 4-year period known as an Olympiad, summer and winter games normally held in staggered even years. There have been 28 Summer Olympic Games held in 23 cities, and 23 Winter Olympic Games held in 20 cities. In addition, 3 summer and 2 winter editions of the Games were scheduled to take place but later cancelled due to war: Berlin, summer, in 1916, Tokyo Helsinki, summer, and Sapporo Garmisch-Partenkirchen, winter, in 1940, and London, summer, and Cortina, winter, in 1944. The 1906 Intercalated Olympics were officially sanctioned and held in Athens. However, in 1949, the International Olympic Committee, IOC, decided to unrecognize the 1906 Games. The 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo were postponed for the first time in the Olympics' history to summer 2021 due to the COVID-19 pandemic, with the 2022 Winter Olympics being held roughly 6 months later in Beijing. The Youth Olympic Games are held every 4 years in staggered summer and winter events consistent with the current Olympic Games format, though in reverse order, with Winter Games held in leap years instead of Summer Games. The first summer version was held in Singapore from 14 to August 26, 2010, while the first winter version was held in Innsbruck, Austria from 13 to January 22, 2012. 5 cities have been chosen by the IOC to host upcoming Olympic Games: Tokyo for the 2020 Summer Olympics, Beijing for the 2022 Winter Olympics, Paris for the 2024 Summer Olympics, Milan Cortina for the 2026 Winter Olympics, and Los Angeles for the 2028 Summer Olympics. Additional 2 cities have been chosen by the IOC to host upcoming Youth Olympic Games: Dakar for the 2022 Summer Youth Olympics and Gangwon Province for the 2024 Winter Youth Olympics. In 2022, Beijing will become the first city that has held both the Summer and the Winter Olympic Games. 11 cities will have hosted the Olympic Games more than once: Athens, 1896 and 2004 Summer Olympics, Paris, 1900, 1924 and 2024 Summer Olympics, London, 1908, 1948 and 2012 Summer Olympics, St. Moritz, 1928 and 1948 Winter Olympics, Lake Placid, 1932 and 1980 Winter Olympics, Los Angeles, 1932, 1984 and 2028 Summer Olympics, Cortina d'Ampezzo, 1956 and 2026 Winter Olympics, Innsbruck, 1964 and 1976 Winter Olympics and 2012 Winter Youth Olympics, Tokyo, 1964 and 2020 Summer Olympics, Lillehammer, 1994 Winter Olympics and 2016 Winter Youth Olympics, Gangwon Province, Tianjin, Stockholm hosted the 1912 Summer Olympics and the equestrian portion of the 1956 Summer Olympics. London became the first city to have hosted 3 games with the 2012 Summer Olympics. Paris will become the second city to do this with the 2024 Summer Olympics, followed by Los Angeles, as the third in 2028. The United States has hosted a total of 8 Olympic Games, more than any other country, followed by France with 5 editions. Switzerland, the United Kingdom, Austria, Canada, Italy, Japan and Germany have each hosted 3 games. The Games have primarily been hosted in the regions of Europe, 32 editions, and the Americas, 14 editions. 7 games have been hosted in Asia and 2 have been hosted in Oceania. In 2010, Singapore became Southeast Asia's first Olympic host city for the inaugural Summer Youth Olympics, while Rio de Janeiro became South America's first Olympic host city with the 2016 Summer Olympics, followed by Buenos Aires with the 2018 Summer Youth Olympics. The 2022 Summer Youth Olympics in Dakar will become the first ever games to be held on the African continent. Other major geographic regions which have never hosted the Olympics include the Middle East, Central Asia, the Indian subcontinent, Central America and the Caribbean. Host cities are selected by the IOC membership, usually 7 years in advance. The selection process lasts approximately 2 years. In the first stage, any city in the world may submit an application to become a host city. After 10 months, The executive board of the IOC decides which applicant cities will become official candidates is based on the recommendation of a working group that reviews the applications. In a second stage, the candidate cities are investigated thoroughly by an evaluation commission, which then submits a final short list of cities to be considered for selection. The host city is then chosen by vote of the IOC session, a general meeting of IOC members. This project compresses information gathered from Wikipedia in video format. Why should I watch it? Studies prove that reading while listening improves comprehension, increases speed as well as expands vocabulary and enhances fluency. Provide your feedback on the comments section. Support the channel by subscribing and liking the video. Thanks.